52-48.
He just referred to your brother as Little BP. So how does it feel to be Big BP?
It feels good. I think the only one who calls him Little BP is everybody else. I don't even call him BP. I just call him Braylon. I mean, really, it's no different to me. Just I like having my younger brother here, get to teach him some stuff. Because he's a freshman, he's gonna mess up. So just going through those growing pains with him, but trying to help him accelerate his learning curve is the biggest thing.
We talked about him with you down in Dallas. How far along has he come since then?
He's come along like really well because, like I said, he has made mistakes, and I think the biggest, honestly, the biggest and best thing you can do as a freshman is make mistakes because like once you mess up, it's kind of hard to mess up the same thing twice when you're really paying attention, being focused. So I think like learning from his mistakes has been the biggest thing so far, and I think he's coming along pretty well.
How much do you think it helps him having you here?
I think it helps like a little bit, probably a little bit more as if like if I wasn't here, just because I've been through some of the stuff, so I can kind of give him tips before it happens. Or sometimes I'll let him go out and then like let him mess up, just because like I think that's better rather than me telling him everything, and then he never really goes through those failures himself. So just having him get to experience, of course me helping him, but also I want him to actually do stuff on his own and get to have that experience too. So I'll help when I can, but I'll back off on certain things.
Heard a lot of.
You feel like he's maybe catching on quicker than you did because I think your first few
Oh yeah,
you had COVID stuff and everything like that.
I think he's catching on a lot quicker than I am. It's just as far like with the plays and stuff like that, because sometimes we'll be out there with the ones and the twos. So like I know when I was a freshman, when I was getting out there, I was nervous, I was messing up and stuff like that. But he gets out there, like he makes mistakes, but he owns up to it, and he's not nervous, he's not afraid of the stage or anything like that. So I think he's really catching on quick.
A lot of good things have been said about JP this fall camp. What have you seen from him?
JP's a great dude. He's twitchy, he's fast, he's smart. He's gonna make all the big catches that you want. You saw it in the Big 12 championship. So just him coming out here. It's hard to believe that he's a true sophomore. Just like his learning curve and the way he accelerates and processes everything so fast. So like just him being on the field, especially when we're on the field at the same time, I have so much confidence knowing that he's gonna do his job and get his job right. And then even when I mess up, I know I can count on him to hold me accountable for things. So he's the ultimate leader, and I respect him.
You guys have a lot of good young defensive backs on this team. Going against him in practice, have any of those guys stood out to you so far?
Really, yeah, the whole core has stood out to us. Because of course we expect to win every single rep, but also some days they're strapping up, and that's just the thing about competition. Some days they're gonna win, some days we're gonna win. So I think it's been really good so far.
There's been a lot of talk about the tempo and going fast. I know that's something you guys really want to do, isn't it?
Yes, sir. I think fast is probably the thing that would describe our offense the most this year, just with the speed that we have on the perimeter and just the way they emphasize how fast and the tempo that they want to go. You saw it in the bowl game how fast we try to go, and we want to go even faster this year. So I think that fast probably describes our offense the most this year, and we're not scared of it. We embrace it. We know who we are, and we know what we have to do in order to be successful.